Okay, I think we should be good to go. But welcome, guys. Hey, good morning. Thanks for staying up. And I know I'm grateful for Rick because I realize there's a shift in daylight savings where some parts of the world don't do it. It's really confusing, but we got the right time. So you guys passed the first test, which was getting on at the right time. So congratulations to you for doing that. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Fida, what's going on? So what are we going to do today? Well, just to get us some updated, and it's so cool to see you, Rachel. Welcome to the family. Hey, Marcia, great to see you. But just 2 weeks ago, many of us were out in the Gold Coast celebrating, partying, launching, doing some crazy things. Can you guys believe it's already been 2 weeks? Like a lot's happened since then. So that happened. A lot of things launched, and was what we described that as was the beginning of the beginning. All right. A week after that, we followed it up with what's called a drop talk. That's our presentation for the drops in the business. And wow, you guys knocked it out of the park. We had 300 plus people on that call. It was the first time as a market we did this. And to be honest, it was inspired because of this team. If you recall, not long before that, we had our own virtual drop talk. We had over 80 people just from this team on that line. And when we were planning out the whole event with Alana Hinks, our general manager of Australia and New Zealand, we brought it up. I'm like, the team just did this. It was really successful. What if we did it again? And they're like, let's just go try this out. And I just want to encourage you and celebrate you guys because this team is a team of innovators. Because to be honest, anything new, is anyone else like me where when you try something new, you're a little bit scared, you're a little bit skeptical. You're like, I don't know if I could do it. Is it going to work? I don't know. Will my friends respond? So the team generally was a little skeptical, to be honest, of that drop talk, but we did it. And right away, they were like, wow, like we need to do more of this. In fact, we put an offer together to put to the team, let's do another one. And you know what most of the leaders said? They said, we are so busy from that one drop talk. Give us some time because we have so much business right now, so many people coming in. So we're kind of just waiting on that and seeing if we're going to do a next one as well too. But it's because this team pioneered that and you led the way. And look what's going on now as well too. All right. In fact, I love to first celebrate. I'm going to give you guys something really cool today that don't tell anyone else. Am I allowed to do this? I'm going to give it to you anyway. All right. But first, since then, I do want to recognize because there's been a lot of cool action that's happened. I want to recognize those that have taken action right after the conference and what's happened as well too. But if you've gotten any sales of customers since the Gold Coast Conference, or you've gotten any brand partner enrollment since the Gold Coast Conference, let me know. Like either put a one in the comments, or I want to ask you guys some questions here on some of the things that have happened since then. Jody got 2 new customers, 2 new partners. Angela, you got a new customer. Angela, real quick, I'm going to ask everyone, like, what'd you do? Angela, congratulations. How'd you get your customer? Do you mind sharing with us the secrets? Like, yeah.
Just been working with my chiropractor actually, and she joined as a brand partner.
Oh,
She's been watching my success and
yeah.
couldn't wait any longer to get involved.
Wow. You recruited your chiropractor?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What was it about? What was he really excited about? Like what tipped him over the edge?
She was probably more excited about my weight loss because I've got health conditions and I haven't shifted for about 15 years. And since starting the drops, things have changed.
How much have you lost so far?
Just over 15 kilos.
15 kilos. Come on.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So big note there. Are you on the product, continuing on your product results? Get your story. It's all going to be different, right? So congratulations. And you can even recruit your chiropractor. Dang, I'm inspired. Congrats. Awesome. Colleen got 2 new customers. What was one of them? And How'd you do it?
Basically following the system and posting every day, doing the sandwich, and had people reach out to me that I hadn't heard from for ages. One of them was in Texas. That was pretty amazing.
Really? You're coming to America then. Texas is where PXP is. You're going to bring her to PXP is what it sounds like, and you're going to come.
That would be great. But
yes,
yeah,
that's happening for sure.
I know.
Who here believes that's going to happen? Like, yes, we're going to see Colleen's new customer at PXP, and you're going to be there. So, and we're going to celebrate your walk of the stage. All right, awesome. So doing that, and that's a really important point, because one thing I do want to address here is what has scaled this business around the world is having a system. Okay. And Rick put it on the flyer, but system is an acronym, and it stands for save yourself some time, energy, and money. Who here would love to save yourself time, energy, and money, right? While you make more yourself too. So it's super important that you have a system that you stick to and you duplicate. And the reality is, in the world of Partner Co, there's many systems that are very similar. However, a system like baking a cake, for example, has a certain recipe, and every single detail does matter. So when we went to Gold Coast, they announced, actually one of the big things was introducing a system into the market. Because prior to that, besides our team, really, the rest of the leaders didn't really have a system. So when we introduced it, I know that it caused a little confusion, because now I'll share my screen here. Our system is all within what's called boards. All right. So you want to be a part of them. So we have what's called the Warrior Movement boards. If you have not gotten this yet, like Rachel, for example, your number one goal, go through this onboarding if you haven't already. Go onto this website. I'll link it to you. And you have this click here, start your onboarding. It'll get you to download our boards and our assets, and I'll walk you through how to do what's called a launch post, how to make your 2 posts a day with the drops. What is this engagement sandwich thing that Colleen talks about? We explain all of that in our system, right? So we had that happen. However, also with, Rachel's already on board with Alice, and Rachel is a superstar. Come on, let's go. Congratulations. That's the way it's supposed to be done. So there was also introduced another board, which I would recommend to be a part of as well too. The market of Australia and New Zealand you're still nervous? That's when you know you did it right, Rachel. Rachel, have you had a chance to make your first post yet, your launch post? Let me know if you did or not. Like, not yet? Okay. So my encouragement, we're going to do it today. And we're all going to support you. All right, Rachel? We're going to make sure we can love on your post. We're going to make sure it goes viral. We're going to make sure you get a lot of sales. If we helped you do it together, are you open for that idea, Rachel? And I'm putting you on the spot. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm new. Why are you talking to me? You're going to be the superstar story that's going to happen here. All right. Okay. She said, okay, guys. So hold us to it. And we're going to support you and everything. All right. You're priming the Facebook last 2 days. Stop. Perfect. All right. You're in the best hands. You're in the best hands. All right. So there's also this Australia and New Zealand board, which definitely be a part of. This is something that corporate is invested. By the way, it's the only market in the entire world where corporate themselves actually paid for their own boards. I want this in the United States. We don't have it yet, right? So use this. However, the warning is this. There are some differences in what they have versus what we have in our system. My recommendation is, until the leadership says we'll swap to something else, keep on following what's in the Warrior Movement boards. We're actually going to, but use this as inspiration. For example, I know there's probably a lot of pictures in here that are really good. I haven't looked through it yet. But the moment you guys see something, and I love your help on this, if you see something that's in this board, you're like, I love it in the Warrior Movement board, so we can use it, let us know. And then we can just toss. In fact, I think Janine has access, and Fina has access. They could just add these things, right? We'll talk about it, and we'll just start to get the best of everything to be tuned for what you have. Okay. But I will say, for now, in all honesty, this team, because we've been using our system for a long time, it's a pretty well-oiled machine. Australia, New Zealand as a market, they're getting introduced to the concept. So they're still building it out. So it does not have as much detail as what we have right now already in existence that already really, really works. So for now, stick to the Warrior Movement boards and the systems that we have. It's similar. Borrow and get inspiration from what is in the other board as well, but stick to what there is here. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a wave or throw a 1 in the comments if that makes sense. It is so important, and I'm grateful for you guys to collaborate. Let us know too. I know our Australian board, I know our systems for day and night drops needs to get even better. And because we know we have this team and you guys are on the ground, just know that as a leadership, we're always tweaking them. We're always making them better. We're always making them so it feels like, okay, this is the best thing for us. Okay. So that's on that. So I got off a tangent because Colleen, your testimonial was too amazing. So congratulations there. Tessa said that she got, was it Tessa? 2 new brand partners under 200 points. Tessa, I think she just, there she is. Tessa, tell us your secret. How did you get these brand partners? What are you doing to be able to generate that type of action?
Oh, no different to what I've always been doing the post as it says in the system. And one of them I hadn't heard from for about 7 years. She contacted me, said she's been watching me in the background and wants to start the drops.
Wow.
Yep.
Simple. She was doing the same old thing and it still works.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Who here loves Tessa? Yeah, she's just so straight to the point, just simple. That's it. Really? I'm like expecting more. Where's the secrets? There is no secret. It's just I follow the system and it works. And if it works for Tessa, if you don't mind me asking, you don't have to tell me your age, but you grew up on a typewriter, correct?
I did, but
okay.
I have worked with computers before. I've done quite a bit of work with computers.
Wow. So my point is this: if Tessa can do this on her phone, seriously, right? Like seriously, I have no excuse at all. So way to show the way to lead it. So proud of you. Jody, you mentioned that you got 2 customers and 2 brand partners. My God.
Yeah. Sorry, Tessa, I told 1,000 people on my Facebook and Instagram feed the other day that you're your actual age, so I hope you didn't mind.
Well, now it's public. So Tessa, do you mind sharing with us how young are you?
I'm 77 years young. And
77?
I'm glad. Yep.
78
this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
And she's kicking my butt in the system. She's a machine. She follows it every single day. Like there are some days where I just miss it, and Tessa's just like nailing it. So Tessa, you're amazing. And the reason I put that post up was to say to people that anyone can do this business, and I really love that our team is so diverse. So you don't have to be 25 and look like a supermodel to do this business, and that was really why I was sharing that. But Tess, you're amazing. You're an inspiration to us all. So thanks for letting us share your age.
Yes.
You're doing amazing. So James, just really quickly to let you know, I've seriously just followed the system too. So one of my new brand partners is Rachel, who I don't think Rachel's a dentist. She's not showing her face online today. That's okay. That's okay. We're just glad to have you here, Rach. And I believe that Rachel joined because she was following what I do. And one of the things that Rachel said to me at the gym the other day was, I love that you don't chase people and you don't make people buy from you. So she could see that the system was that she came to me in a gym class and said, hey, Jodes, you need to tell me more about these drops. I've been watching along and I want to know more. And then I got Rachel onto the call, the Drops Talk call. So she saw the system of the business and would love to be able to earn her drops for free and share with others. So literally like following the system. I have not had a conversation with Rachel about the drops at the gym previously, or I'm doing something new or blah, blah, blah. I let her come to me. And I believe that that's what Rach loved as well, because she could see that she could do that. She doesn't have to know everything about the product, and she doesn't have to go looking and searching and asking people to buy her stuff. So that I think that's a testament to the system as well. And I got my very first ever Definitely. Thanks, Rach. Instagram customer that I don't know from a bar of soap. So, and I'm
Wow.
not very good at Instagram. I'm literally just learning. So my Instagram page does look like a dog's breakfast. I know that. But it's a work in progress. And I was just so excited that this girl found me somewhere through the whatever.
Yeah.
And so she's been following along. She's then been following along on my Facebook story so she can see that I'm a real person. Turns out we had a little chat. And she turns out she lives in Adelaide. I don't know her though. So that's
Wow.
my very first ever customer that I do not know, like probably ever. Because
Wow.
even through my previous business, there would have been people that were friends of people. I don't know this girl at all. So that's super exciting. Yay.
Oh my gosh. Congratulations, guys. And just a tip off as well, too. So that we have our basic system. You make your launch post, you make your 2 posts a day, you have your engagement sandwich, and you continue to do that primarily on Facebook. But if you've mastered that, and if you want to, we do have a whole Instagram training. It's on the boards as well, too, how to go viral on Instagram. And this works. It will take some time, typically, but Jody, congrats, like right away, like, wow. Typically, it's going to take some time, but if you are interested in that, you can absolutely dive into that, but not until you master the first parts. This is like an add-on like that as well, too. But it is all here if you want to be like the next Jody, but way to take action on that and everything. So congrats. Okay. Oh my gosh. I saw that Cindy Murphy, you got a customer. Is that right? Cindy, you're on mute. There
Yes, I
How'd you do
did. He's the guy who was looking after my dogs while I was up on the Gold Coast. And he was actually interested for his girlfriend. He's well, she's a lady friend.
Yeah.
And going through a lot of challenges, but he didn't quite know how to broach the subject with her that she might benefit. So he felt he would benefit. So he's very thrilled to get the drops. But when I checked with him yesterday, he's now passed them on to his daughter because he thinks she needs them more than him. So,
Yeah.
so I need to go and just call in and maybe give him a few snaps because I really love those so much.
Yes. Rick and Janine, are these in already now? Are they in stock? They are?
Yeah.
Okay, they are. I got my
And
snap.
I personally, now, I think the night drops in that little sachet are more effective.
Really?
I mean, and I love the flavor because I love noni anyway, but I mean, really, that's a no-brainer for people. And so I thought, well, next week I'll just casually call in and say, yeah, I have a few of these for you. But yeah, I don't think he's spoken with his girlfriend yet. I mean, the relationship might be over, but for all I know. But I've also had a couple of people reach out who I haven't spoken with for a very long time. So I'm following them up. Unfortunately, I've had a really challenging week with a very complex client I've got. So I sort of worked like 28 hours with her. And so that's sort of behind the 8 ball. But I'm raring to go. And thank heavens for Partner Co's products.
Super
Keep
proud.
all feeling great.
Wow. Congrats, Cindy. Anybody that you're in contact with, how cool. You found the dog sitter and then you sold them. So way to go. Love that. Cindy Terrace, you got 4 customers last week? Tell us. You're on mute right now. You can unmute.
Yeah. Yes, I did. Since the conference, I've got 4 customers. I got one at conference. Wow. And then since then I got another 4. And
how'd you do
follow on the system. Follow on the system.
They're just coming from your posts?
Just my posts, they're coming to me.
Wow. And you've been posting now consistently for how long?
Since I started in September.
Okay, so it's been 6 months of posting, and yet people are still coming to you with your posts.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's huge right there. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm talking about. All right.
That's good.
Yeah. Good job. Jody asked, do you think the formula in bottles will be changed to the snap drops at some point in the future? I actually don't know. Perhaps. It's a good question to ask. I don't know. If anyone knows, let me know. It's a really cool.
I just love the flavor, like Cindy said. I think, I think that they taste They taste better. Yeah, I love the flavor. I love that they've got the noni in them too. So yeah.
Yes.
Can I just add in there as well? I was just thinking about the last 3 inquiries that I've had in the last 24 hours. They're all people who originally messaged me within the first month or so of me launching, have seen the information, but they've been sitting back and watching and thinking. And obviously price was something for them as well, that they didn't just jump in. But the last 3 inquiries that I'm working on right now for new customers have all been watching for 5-6 months. So the consistency of the posting and the system does pick those stragglers up as well. And that's why you don't want to just start and stop and start and stop or start and then stop altogether because over time people see the story, they see the results from other people, and then it builds confidence in them to go, do you know what, I am going to invest in this product and I am going to invest in my health. So keep going, everyone.
That's huge. Really, really big.
Can I just say something?
Of course.
And I think too, now that we have the Australian testimonials that we're posting and things like that, I think that's really helping as well with those sort of people that have been watching for a while.
Perfect. Okay. Well, we need you start using those. So homework for this week is start posting and use the Australian ones. Use the boards that Australia and New Zealand has until we put those into ours as well too. But just keep on following that same type of tempo and everything. So really good feedback. I love it. And by the way, I'm going to drop this in the chat. I think this will work. Rick, did you happen to try the Canva template that I shared with you, the new one?
I haven't this morning. Sorry, James, but I can probably do that quickly while we're on. I should have done it while we're on talking.
No worries. We'll put this here as well too. I'll end with you guys because you guys also were doing some cool business as well. But remember, there was a promo that was launched that is still going on where Partner Co is giving us money. All right. So on the Australian board, they have all the details that are in here in March Madness. And basically, if you are able to enroll 4 brand partners at 200 points each by April 11th, we have 2 weeks on the clock, you can earn an extra $135 Australian, like on top of your commissions. That's just extra money. So Jody's halfway there. Tessa's almost halfway there, right? So really make that a goal. If you enroll 8, that's $350. If you enroll 12, that's $700. All these are absolutely possible, you know? So continue. You guys are off to a really amazing start here. But what we did is we made a template. Actually, I just edited it further. And in this template, what you'll be able to see, so you make a new design, there was before it was just 4, 8, and 12. But I want to encourage you guys, we just made this. I think it might still have the watermark. We'll figure it out. But we also made this where you have the opportunity to celebrate the wins in between as well too. All right. So enrolled 1. If this one doesn't work that I gave to you, Rick and Janine, I also updated the one straight in the Partner Co Australia, New Zealand one. Let me try this real quick. I'm going to click on this so you guys seeing me live.
Okay, awesome.
There's that saying that you don't ask for permission, you ask for forgiveness later. So I asked Alana, can they make one? She didn't respond yet because she's busy. So I just edited the template that they have. So in the boards, I also added it where every single one is here. My encouragement for you is whenever you enroll somebody at 200 points at minimum, make yourself a flyer or have one of your coaches, mentors make a flyer, shout this out. Imagine for everyone. So if I'm Jody, I'd make one today, enrolled 1. Awesome. And then the next day I might make the second one. Awesome. And why? Every single time you have recognition, both within the Warrior Movement Facebook group, but also in your personal feed. And if possible, have someone else post it for you, shout you out, right? Maybe Rick and Janine will be like, good job, Jody, however that you want. But when you get your posts out there to your public feed, your stories everywhere, it shows people that you're doing something. It shows people that you're going somewhere. So imagine you got your 4, for example. You would not only earn your $135 Australian, but you'd also have 4 opportunities to promote and market yourself for every single time that you got one enrollment. So take this opportunity, celebrate the small wins. That's what it's all about. And it builds up massive momentum and just flood Facebook with all of you winning like that. All right. So my challenge to you guys, everyone here, I challenge you to at least enroll 4 partners. That includes Rachel. I bet Rachel's going to do it faster than everyone else or than a lot of people. You'll be surprised. But by April 11th, we have 2 weeks on the clock. Aim for 4 at least. If you can do more, awesome. But just aim for it. If you fall short, you get 2, that's great. If you get 4, great. So if you're up for putting that as a goal, give me a wave or put a 4 in the comments, and let's just go do that together. It's going to explode your team. You're making extra money. You're doing the things that you need to do. And how do you do it? Just everything that you heard about here, just applying the system and everything. All right. Rick and Janine, you guys got a partner and a customer. What are you guys doing? And then I'll end our time with a special gift for you guys.
Yep. Just following the system, posting twice a day. And one thing that I did, one of them has, the new customer has been watching for a number of months. She originally said, when I followed her up, she didn't want to, but now she is. I sent all these people out the collab drops saying that we've got them now just as another touch for people that I hadn't heard from for a while that had originally asked. So the follow-up is also really important because you never know when something's changed and they've been watching for months and all of a sudden they decide that, yes, they need them now. So
super good.
Just observing Janine's activity, she's a monster for the system. And so I guess one of the things that I think's true also, and some of the things I've learned over my journey is sometimes the routine and what might seem boring, oh no, I'm doing 2 posts again today. I mean, when you get into a stage where it's just the same routine, then you really know you've got a system. So you're not having to get too creative every day. I mean, obviously you've got to come up with different content, but that consistency is just the same routine. Sometimes we're looking for the secret, isn't it? And I just see what Janine's doing over and over and over, and it just brings and bears fruit. Really reflects what Jody just said, the same thing. You know, sometimes the people are just watching for so long. It's astounding.
Can I say something? I just counted on my back office. I've got 10 new drop customers since being in Australia. And I ended up falling off at the start of the meeting off my veranda. So I'm ice packing my foot. That's why my camera went, whoa.
Wow. 10
I saw your security officer looking in there before too.
I wasn't watching. I was like, quick, the Zoom started, and I fell off the step and now hurt my leg. So oops. And why I did that, I had a lady picking up drops, Noni samples and elite samples, and they're just products I had purchased, and she's just bank transferring me. So that's another one. But that's 11 people. I didn't even include her because she's not in my back office. And 2 brand partners since Australia, but they haven't started like the business. But I'm meeting up with our local hairdresser tomorrow. She's joining the business, and I video called another lady last night that's going to join the business, and they've got another 2 people questioning about joining the business. So watch this space, guys.
Alicia's pioneering New Zealand, mom of 6.
Yeah.
Wow.
Busy.
Somehow figuring that. Wow. Absolute inspiration. Come on. Congratulations. You're absolutely getting the March Madness. So a couple last things here. If you're not yet in the Partner Co leadership group, it's a Facebook group, definitely use that opportunity. But something, if you haven't done yet, I would encourage is, I know Rick was talking about this huge going up until Gold Coast content. This is huge. They just dropped a whole Dropbox link filled with content. And whether you're in it, which is awesome, or you can use others and use that for your own content. You can use these opportunities to really promote the culture and everything that there is. And there's just so much stuff that's in here, you know? So you might want to go through this. Is this? Look at this. Come on. Look at that good looking guy. Wow. You know, so take advantage of this. because this is representing you and it shows the culture and it shows the professionalism. It shows the fun and everything. You might want to go through some of these things and then pick some out, save some to your camera roll so you can utilize for different types of things. I have like 200 photos now that I can use for the rest of my life. So go through that. It's going to be awesome. And as a gift for you guys, we were waiting. A big question that happened when we did the virtual drop talk is there a recording? And we said, we're not giving a recording because we want to drive people to the next virtual drop talk. Well, there isn't one scheduled yet. And I hope there is, but there isn't yet. And I somehow got my hands on the recording and I happened to upload it privately. So if you promise to not put this online publicly, but if you promise, use it privately, are you okay with committing to that promise? Because I'll give it to you. And you can use this. It's a great follow-up tool. Great presentation, both learn from and share with others. Because a lot of you that were inviting for it, they're like, where's the replay? Or you might want to use it for certain scenarios too. It was beautiful. So this is currently unlisted, so you won't be able to search for this, but I'll drop it here. I'll put it into the team chats as well too. Utilize that. It was a beautiful 45 minutes of just amazing things. You'll see Jody, you'll see Cindy, you'll see their amazing testimonials, you'll see Dr. Crystal, you see everything. So don't tell Alana or else I might not be invited back, but use it. Is that okay, Rick and Janine?
Thank you so much, James. Appreciate it. And I know we sometimes treat things a little flippantly, but this is deadly serious and we don't share it publicly. But what a wonderful blessing to be able to have it privately. So make sure even as you send it out, so this is just for you. It's not for public. Just even suggest to people, please don't pass this on if you send it to someone. I think it's a good idea. Maybe you can put it up on your drive and just or similar on your cloud and share it with someone. I'm not sure how big the file is, James. It's probably too big to send, isn't it?
You can just share the YouTube link. That's okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yep. The best
Lovely.
thing to do is tell network marketers to keep a secret. It is the best. It's going to work for sure. So awesome, everyone. Rick, Janine, any other points or notes we need to talk about?
Thank you so much. Wonderful, beautiful. I think we've had a wonderful testimonials from everybody today in the importance of system and that system. We've got the best in the world thanks to you. So really appreciate it. Let's
go. It's an honor. Next week, I expect that Rachel is going to be sharing some of her amazing success stories. No pressure. But congrats, guys. Let's get this March Madness down. This month is super key. April can be your biggest month ever. So take advantage of it. Congrats, guys, on that. Have a blessed weekend. Thank you for spending time. And share this replay with any of your teammates that didn't get it. So I'll get that out as well, too. All right, guys.